I made it. Yes, life has surprises and delays for us sometimes, doesn't it? Yes, it does. It's a beautiful California sunshine for all of you snowbound somewhere in the chilly, cold February. Ah, it's a beautiful morning here in California. I'm in Rio Vista, California. It's the doorway to the Delta, the gateway to the Delta, the doorway. I don't know. It's where the steamboats, the big ships would have to offload a bunch of stuff so they weren't so heavy and they weren't bottoming out as they went up the Sacramento River towards Sacramento. I don't know. I'll go to the Rio Vista Museum and get some more tidbits. But thinking about making this a hub. It's kind of really close to the Bay Area. Pittsburgh, Antioch is just a short drive away, under 20 minutes, and that's the end of the BART, which goes all the way to San Francisco International. And I miss a lot of my friends in the Bay, in San Francisco. And this is, I don't know, I'm considering it. I had my sights set on a spot in El Dorado Hills as the home base for when I go declare Arizona residency and get the mobile home or camper van so that Max and I can start schooling around. That is the mission for 2026, after all, schooling around. We started the community road life with dogs just for that safety on the road with dogs, whether you're living on the road circumstantial or by choice. And I've done both. So I've ended up living in my car, and I've also made the choice to live in vans. I had some Ford Econolines back before the GPS powerful cell phone that we have. Yes, paper maps and a Chilton guide to do repairs on my own. Before the vehicles got so computery and the maps got so computery. Anyhow, welcome to Saturday Sessions. This is the Weekly Wise with Wendy of Wiseman Integrative, home of happier, healthier humans. That's because we choose joy. We choose to be happier and healthier, come what may, because come it does. Life is full of little surprises. I was late today because of some of those things that don't work that you have to figure out, and you can either have a meltdown and go, whoa, it's me, oh my God, life is horrible, or you can roll with it and figure it out, right? Yes, I am Gen X Nation, and we would be out on our skateboards or our bicycles and fall down and be bloody and maybe broken and have to figure it out. There weren't cell phones to call for help. You couldn't go, we had to get home. We had to work it out. So it was like training before everyone just started living on the couch playing video games and looking at other people's lives, which is, by the way, one of the things that sets Skool apart from so-called social media. That emphasis on not just sitting and staying on the platform, scrolling, looking at other people's lives, but actually connecting, actually being social in real life, out in person, right? Goose Dunleavy just did a school around the worldwide school events. They're in Antarctica right now, finishing up that journey around the world. It's super exciting. But my focus this quarter is helping wellness practitioners set up client connection hubs here on Skool for actually connecting with their people, right? So that you can get off the constant content posting for crickets and the revenue roller coaster that leaves you high and dry sometimes, right? You're like, yay, money. And then you're like, oh my God, how am I going to get by? Yeah. Well, the good news is, as solo practitioners, working hands-on, we usually don't have teams worry about paying employees, things like that. But we do have the worry of, what if we get sick? What if we can't deliver our services to our people? Or, what happens when our core clients move on to someone else or move out of town? I had that happen to me in San Francisco when I lost my core clients. I couldn't afford my office, and I certainly couldn't afford a new one once I'd lost that one because it was an incredible deal. And similar things happen in Sacramento and Folsom. So if we don't want to do the common, like, start your 7-figure coaching program, as there are plenty of coaches out there teaching you how to do, stop trading time for pennies. But some of us don't want to get out of our practice, our local small business that we love doing what we're doing. That's why we do it, right? But we also don't love the revenue roller coaster and the inconsistency. So how can we find a way to connect with our people in a way that social media doesn't serve, because social media is busy serving up other people's ads and distractions, which take our people's attention away from us, and sever the connection, really. So what if we create a client connection hub? Yes, a client connection hub where we can actually have conversations and share insights and experiences, yes, and see things in a timely manner instead of a few days or a few weeks or maybe never on that book of faces, right? And that's what I'm helping small businesses, especially wellness practitioners, because that is my profession of decades. Massage, bodywork, movement, neuromuscular, myofascial therapist. That's me. So that's kind of my power niche, you could say, because I have the insider knowledge and the unique perspective that can help others do just that. And I've been all in on Skool for 2 years now. And before that, I was on Circle. And before that, I was building community in other ways. And I've been a curator, a catalyst, and a connector pretty much ever since I broke that shyness, which I was a shy kid, believe it or not. People can't believe it, but yes, I was a shy kid. It's true. It's true. And I can still get that way sometimes, but I learned how to be a performer, literally, right? And going from artist behind the camera, right, behind in the studio, all off on my own, to being the performer on stage and out in real life and putting together performances and coordinating volunteers and things like that's in real life, community organization and of course activism, loud and proud, So it all comes together as you collect the pieces of your life. You don't always understand why or how they fit together until they do. As they say, hindsight is 20/20, right? So looking back, it makes more sense. Some of the experiences and detours and tangents of life. And now I love Skool. It's new. There was 700% growth last year. About every 2 weeks, they add another 1 million users to the platform. It took 4 years to get to the first 1 million, and now they add another 1 million about every 2 weeks. This is rapid growth. This is going places. Connection is the new currency. Attention, time, attention, connection, actual real relating instead of more fakeness, fake news and lies and shiny facades, right? Real connection. And that's what we're doing on Skool. I have Road Life with Dogs, which is sharing Maximized Journey this year as we embark on schooling around North America and doing in real life meetups in various locations, school meetups, and all the while building these client connection hubs for small businesses. And a lot of people are focused on building big thriving communities or building course packages or 7-figure programs, right? And becoming millionaires. And some of us just want that steady income, maybe just a steady 1,000 or 5,000 or 10,000 is life-changing for most people. And it doesn't have to be big. You can have an incredible, thriving community with 30, 50, 75 people. It doesn't have to be thousands of people, right? And so I'm helping folks see other use case scenarios. You can also use it as a superpowered blog, more powerful than a Patreon. It brings your website information to life. Websites are good for sharing information. They're unidirectional. Blogs, articles, Substacks, newsletters, they're unidirectional. You're talking to people. You might get some comments, but there's no real exchange that gets going. And in Skool, you can take all of those things, your YouTube, your website, your newsletter, your calendar events and live streams, podcasts. You can put it all in one place where people can actually enjoy, indulge, and share in the content, the experience, without all the distractions that surround your YouTube or your other things on other platforms, right? Without all the platform hopping, all in one place. That's why it's a hub, right? There's the hub of the wheel, and then there's the spokes, and that's how you travel through. That's how you would move through, roll through this thing called life, right? And that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to set up the custom domain and make it so that people get referral earnings, 40% referral earnings. Skool as a platform has been called an MLM. It is not an MLM. It is not multi-level marketing. It is not. And those of you that are saying that are just confused. It is offering affiliate referral earning if you share. It's the same as sharing a product on Amazon, except you get recurring revenue every month for as long as the person maintains their subscription. That's not multi-level marketing. Just because you can then extend an affiliate earning, referral earning to your members, that's not multi-level marketing. That doesn't mean that the people above get more money. Yeah, it's not tiered like that. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's not. It's word of mouth advertising marketing, right? Word of mouth sharing with like a commission. It's not multi-level marketing. It's not a pyramid scheme. And if it's not for you, then fine, stay away. Okay? Go play in some other playground. That's fine. Those of us that are on Skool absolutely love Skool, the Skooliverse. We're building worlds here, and worlds that are about almost everything. My hair is driving me nuts seeing that little tufty there. It's so exciting. You can come explore. You can see along the bottom, I have the little ticker tape, the free community, the Wise Skool Building Hub. And up here, you can get information about the quick start. Now, this is what I do. I help you get set up, because in this 2 years, myself and many others, we've experienced the get overwhelmed and overthink things and delay, and when you could be growing today. So I am helping small businesses, nonprofits, authors, publishers, spiritual guides, healers, fit pros, wellness practitioners and providers, and products. Some have product lines. Get set up with a simple Skool presence so that you can start growing your membership and making money, if not on the first day, then in the first 14 days of the free trial before you even have to pay anything for a subscription. And you can cancel at any time, and it stays there for you to reactivate, to continue when you're ready, which is amazing, because most platforms will just delete your everything. Yeah. So how do I do that? Well, yeah, you can do it yourself, and you can stumble through hours, days, weeks, months, for some people years of not growing. Or you can have an expert help you through, done with you or done for you. You can get the information here about the Skool Quick Start. I do a profitable Skool Quick Start complete setup in 1 day, all of the basics, and help you add your member list, your contacts in, and start inviting them, and even introducing payments so that you can make money on the first day. Get it set up get set, and get growing. I proved this as a valid model when I built Showcase, which has been put on the side burner for a little bit due to extenuating life circumstances, but we're bringing that back in the coming weeks with full force. Yeah, the structure has been there, but I built it in one day, under 8 hours, brought the first members in, and got the first payments. So profitable Skool, quick start, setup in one day. There is a done with you version that is just a few hours that I help walk you through and make sure you get the basics. And then there's also a 90-day sprint, of course, for those that are really interested in making sure those foundations get set, those anchors are solid, and that you can kickstart that self-sustaining, almost autopilot. You really don't have to spend that much time. You can spend less time in 1 week than most people spend scrolling social media in one day. And you can grow a thriving community that way when you have an expert beside you to help guide you. And that would be me and Bruce. We have the Community Growth Hub to help sustain your growth so that you don't drift away and fall off track and get lost in the Skooliverse. But a lot of the small businesses and wellness practitioners I'm helping aren't the typical schooler type who are going to join a whole bunch of communities and get overwhelmed by the tips and tactics and templates and all of the little treats that are everywhere for you to get lost in and not get growing. It's important to just stay focused. Trust me, I know I'm a multi-passionate manifesting generator, and I've scattered my focus and attention over years and not driven forward in the way that I could have. So learn with me from my failures and grow faster and skip all of that struggle and strife, right? Who wants that? I don't want that anymore. So let's take a look at the, let's see. I've got quite a glare and my mouse is not working. So let's see what we can do here. Oh, looks like I was promoting the February Fast Track last time. Let's go ahead and share this. Skip into here's the, this is the free community. You can come explore Wise School Building Hub. Just enter, engage, enjoy. This is an example of a public, you can see over here, a public community, which means that the searcher are crawling all of the content and indexing it out there for greater visibility. And that's why there's a lot of longer form pieces here. I am introducing a 5-day challenge. And you can see here is the link to the 1-day profitable Skool setup. You can also get from that QR code up in the corner. It's a Google document with information. And a testimonial from Lisa Mary and some samples from a mock-up I did for a local chiropractor. You can see the foundations that get set up for you in that one day. And if you have any questions, you can contact me. Yeah, it's good stuff. So you can come explore, here, and you can access this without even logging onto the platform. It is a public community. You can come browse. You can't interact until you join the community. But you can come and see all of the Skool game reviews and learn all kinds of terrific insights and tips and see spotlights and all that good stuff. And you can learn more about the Wise Client Connection Hub. That's what I've been speaking about, the Q1 focus, helping wellness practitioners and other service-based small businesses shift the focus to relationships and rapport. We know as service-based small businesses that is core to our operations, but how do we get the rebooking and the retention, the referrals, and the recurring revenue, right? To get off that roller coaster, that feast and famine cycles that we can get stuck in. So you can come here and learn about it before we get set up and you can do this client connection challenge in the classroom to just kind of touch base on where you're at. And you can go through that anytime to refresh and renew and revitalize you and your system, your process, your practices, and just touch base. And that's what growth is all about, is rolling through the wheel and checking and checking and checking. It's the path of mastery. You never really master things. You just become a student of what's next, right? So come hang out here. This is free to join. And then there are support tiers, and you can get information about the community growth support, which if you already have a community on Skool, or if you get a Skool quick start with me to get growing, that's the next step, is the growth support container that a lot of people really enjoy. If you do have a Skool community, you can get a $27 growth action plan, which is a 10-point diagnostic review and assessment that gives you the 3 key priorities to shift, to amplify your growth. Super simple, super, super wonderful. So come on in, say hello, and let's grow. You can see over on the left some of my other communities, except for the last 2, the classifieds and schoolers. I've got the Wise School Building Hub, the Showcase, the Community Showcase, the Client Connection Hub, the Community Growth Support, and of course, Enjoy Wise Life. That's a wonderful way to enjoy daily boosts of happiness and choosing joy to truly be that happier, healthier human. Weekly goals and daily actions for happiness, right? Based on that actionforhappiness.org calendar. Just taking it a little bit further, juicing it up a little bit. It's a little chilly, like there's some fog coming in. About time to wrap this up. So let me know if you have any questions about school building, and just tune in to your business, your life, and how are the connections and relationships right now in your business and in your life. It's always good to kind of check in. And in fact, the February theme for Action for Happiness is Friendlier February. It's all about chatting with a neighbor or connecting with an old friend, or really reaching out and furthering those relationships and deepening connections. And that's what we're doing on Skool. So if you'd like to learn more, just go ahead and connect with me. Hop into one of the communities, or you can, below my profile right here, you see connect.wisewithwendy.com, and that is where you can book a call. So lots of ways, lots of access points, whichever one works for you, because everybody's different. And Max and I are going to go inside and have a little snuggle time now. It's a little chilly, foggy. That sunshine sure was nice. Thanks for sharing it with me, and make it a great day.